Okay, so now we already built a project, okay, by using that Spring Initializer website. Okay, this website we are used to create that application. Okay, now we created and we extract to stored in our local. Here I have this application demo v. Okay, so this is for that application I extracted in our local. See, it came. Now I want to import in that application in our Eclipse. Okay, now it already imported. Now I will remove and again I will import, delete. Okay, okay, so now I want to import. How I want to import? Here top left corner the file is there. Okay, so click file and two things are there, import and export. We need for import, I will click import, and next for the we need to choose that all the we need to choose which one is you want. Okay, like here two project is there, one for Gradle and another one for Maven. Okay, so now I will choose a existing Maven project only. Okay, if you don't know this, okay, you will search here Maven. Okay, it will come all those details which are the Maven. It's like, okay, so now here file title came. So now we want to import now, so I will select existing Maven project. Okay, next we need to browse our file where it is there. Now I will select. Okay, I have a lot of project, but what I need, I will select that one, demo v. This is for now only we created, so I will select this project. And the next one, this is pom.xml. so this is for this is very important one, the this one for Maven configuration. Okay, so if you install any dependency, anything, you need to add all the configuration here only. Okay, so otherwise if you not check this one, it will not work properly, this project. Okay, now once you check it will it is clicked or not. Okay, now I will click and finish again. Here it importing, it will take one or now it imported. Okay, this is for our project. Now I imported, and next we will not use this project directly. Okay, first we need to install all the libraries. Okay, so where the library is there, if you click, it will have the pom.xml file. Okay, if you open that file, it have all the configurations of that library. See, here we will not say that libraries, here we need to use a dependency, that name. Okay, so every one dependencies have that configuration, this dependency. Now this is for web, Spring Boot web, and another one Spring Boot dev tool. Here see, two things we added, and remaining thing, it's a default thing, default dependencies. Okay, now we need to install. Okay, in your project and right click, run as Maven. 1 minute, it will come. Okay, run as Maven install. Okay, so if we install, it will install all the libraries. Okay, now here the console. Okay, this is what my console I will take here. You want to check once, because sometime it will give error means like you didn't add the dependencies properly, maybe. Okay, so now I will check once. Here it's still running. It will check all the configuration and all the classes inside this project. See, now my project build success. Okay, so it not giving any error. Okay, now I will start my project. Here main application is there. Okay, so don't need to run your full code. Here application is there, you can run that application. Okay, so if you once you run that application, it will run whole project. This is for Java application, like Java class, one class. I will open. Okay, see, it came. Now this is for that configuration. This is for Spring Boot configuration. Okay, this is normal class. Here this Spring Boot configuration is there. If you run this project, okay, this main function will call that Spring Boot application. Okay, Spring Boot application dot run. So it will manage all the Spring Boot application, not all application, this project. Okay, and one more thing, here we installed Spring Boot dev tool. Okay, this is for managing purpose. It will restart automatically every time. If like I will change some code, okay, I will edit some code, I will create some classes in this inside of this project. Okay, now once I will save, means we don't need to restart again this project. Okay, this dev tool will do all the works. Okay, now I will show. See, now my project is started. Okay, now only started, and here it is nothing is there. Okay, so what I will do, I will print something, system dot out dot println inside my project is started. Okay, now I simply wrote this code. Okay, now only I save this code. Okay, I didn't restart my code, but it's restarting. See, in console it restarting, and this changes also happen. My project is started. Okay, the condition always unchanged. Okay, it not have any problem. Okay, next thing, yesterday we saw that mapping things. Okay, so first we will see for we need to connect back and front end to back end. Okay, that only we will do today. That controller. Okay, so how we will create a controller. In demo application I will create one class. That same thing, in the demo, right click that process. Okay, new, other, here class is there. If it is not there, you will search class. Okay, here the class will come. I will create this class. Next, here it will give all the configurations. If you want all those things, you can give. Otherwise, whatever you need, you can give. Like I will give the package name is first. Package name is very important. So controller, and this is for user controller. Okay, normal user controller or application controller, which module you are working, so you can give the same name. Now I will give the user controller. Okay, so next thing, if you need to select some other public and interface or anything, you can give. Okay, now with only this is enough. I will create this class. Now it's created, but here it will not show. Okay, so what we need to do, we want to refresh once. Refresh. Now it came. See, that user controller. So here this is for a normal class, but we need to configure the REST controller. Okay, otherwise it will not working like controller. Okay, what we will do, we need to add the annotation for Spring annotation like REST controller. If you don't know that spelling and if you don't know that configuration of that annotation, okay, you type the 3 name and control space. Okay, it will give all the suggestions. Like REST controller is there, I will click this one. Now if I click also, it will import automatically. Okay, and the next thing, so now we are configured that REST controller. Okay, so next one we need to add like that module name, another one. That's we will see after. Now I will create only one mapping. So one mapping means one function that will connect to the front end and back end. Okay, like that mapping also, that name is get mapping. Okay, get, and we need to mention the mapping name slash. Here I will give for a user or like checking purpose we need no checking. Okay, simply giving this name, and I will create a one function. Okay, that function only it will act as that mapping. Public static, don't need to put static. I will return something string, and this is for return formation, and that function name is checking only. Okay, now okay, it's return type it want. Okay, it need to. Okay, now return to you, return success. Okay, so we will call this function in from from front end, and we need to get from back end. Okay, so if I will call in call means 1 minute. Now I will open postman. This is for testing purpose. Okay, so if you are creating any API, it will help to test all the APIs. Other than you can use your normal Chrome also. Chrome or Edge, any website you can use web application. Now I will create using this also. Okay, here I will call this port http that URL. Okay, http and slash localhost. Now this application working in our local. See, this is working in our main local. That port is 8080. Okay, I am copy this link also. Sorry, that port localhost and 8080 slash which mapping you are using. Okay, now we are using for check mapping. Okay, sorry, get mapping, but the name is checking. I will copy this checking and paste here. Okay, now what I did, I will call this URL. Okay, this is for one request. Okay, so request, you know that request means asking something to someone. So same thing, we will ask the this URL from here, and where we need for that backend. Okay, so this I need to call. Now I enter this one. See, writable error, no explicit mapping checking. 1 minute, it has some error. Checking only it's giving. Get mapping. Okay, rest controller. Okay, now I didn't save, now only it's save. Okay, now all the condition is evolved. Again I will call this thing. See, whatever we wrote here, this backend, this is for backend, but this is working in our front end. Okay, this is different server. How we will connect means we are using Apache Tomcat server. See, here also it will say Tomcat. Okay, so Tomcat means it's a local server we are using in Spring Boot. Okay, where it is have means we install that web application library, Spring Web. Okay, this is, so here it is have all the library, all the configurations, Tomcat and some other REST API, all those things it's have. Okay, so now we will using that same library. Okay, and this Tomcat is working like a local server. Port is 8080. If we need to change the port, we can change. How? Here resource is there. Okay, in application resource, where means it's a source and resource. Okay, source inside resource and application dot property file. Here we need to change the port equal to 9090. Okay, now I will save this port. If I save also, it will restart again. No, see, we'll take this one into here. Okay, 1 minute, something. Okay, server dot port, I'm sorry. So this is for server dot port. Now I will save again. Now it's restarted. Okay, now see, now also see, previously it's working in a port 8080. Now it's working in 9000. Okay, so if we call this same this URL, it will not work. Now it's not working, so we need to change the port number here, 9000. Okay, now I will run again that same URL. See, it will give the success. Okay, now we will give some data parameters. Okay, how? Here it have a simple function. Okay, so we will get we need to get the data from front end. So how? Now I will send the data here. Okay, name equal to Jairaj. Okay, so this parameter I want in backend. Here how we will get? So this is for a request. Okay, this URL we are calling, this is for a request. Okay, so this request, here it have a lot of options, so that option we can use. That one option is a request param. Okay, at request param I will use okay, so this is what the annotation. Here we need to mention that name also, which name you are passing in URL. So I am passing for name. This parameters name also name only. I will give this name, and we need to mention one variable. So that variable it need for that data type also. So I mention string, and variable name is a name, or otherwise we can use for val. Okay, so this name contain that value. Okay, so this value it will store the parameter value. Now I will print here the same value, system dot out dot print ln for val. Okay, so now I send that only one parameter, so that is for Jairaj. Okay, and I want I will print the same value here. Now I will run my code. See, it's success. Okay, it didn't give any error. I will check in back and see that Jairaj is printed. Okay, so here we this is for first mapping, so this is for normal mapping. So next is a post mapping. So why we need to use a post mapping? See, yesterday I explained properly, but now also I will explain. See, the name is Jairaj. Okay, now we will send this value also Jairaj only. You also can see. Okay, so this is for one disadvantage. User only can see, but others will not see. So how we will make this condition? That reason we will use for post mapping. Okay, so post mapping means we will send all the datas. How we can use an object. Okay, so that that post mapping it will working like it will get all the datas from one object. Okay, 1 minute. Yeah.